This is the news for March the 28th of 2022, and boy, do we got a lot going on, and it just gets tougher every single week for me to do this because of instances like this. I had recently a company reach out to me named LaterPress. LaterPress is essentially like a self-publishing platform, and here are a few bullet points. LaterPress is a platform built to help authors declare independence. It lets authors create digital books and sell them directly to readers through a branded website. Key features include stories are web native and readable anywhere your readers have internet access. No specific apps or operating systems required. Authors can use LaterPress to sell completed books or ongoing serial fiction. Authors have total control over pricing, and you can charge a one-time fee for books, a fee to unlock bundles of chapters, or a subscription for access to collections of stories. It's up to each author to decide, and LaterPress is free to publish on and only makes money when authors do. LaterPress only keeps, this is the part that I kind of like, 5%. 5% of the reader payments compared to the major retailer cuts of 30% and sometimes more. And I don't know. You got my attention so far here right now because you're telling me I'm going to get 95% royalty. Okay, I'm all ears. So let's keep moving on here. LaterPress is building the first author-governed publishing platform. That means authors have a voice in determining LaterPress's fees, content guidelines, product roadmap, and so much more. So it seems like they're crowdsourcing how they're building out their model here. So that is, the name of the site is LaterPress.com. So you can go check it out there. This is not my endorsement. I'm just saying this is an option. Please go look at it and let me know what you think of. And I think that this one's definitely worth mentioning because it comes with a big name attached to it. LaterPress's genre fiction contest. This was considered one of the best writing contests as deemed by Reedsy. Now, I've talked about Reedsy time and again here on this channel. A great resource. It's spelled Reedsy. Go to Reedsy.com. Subscribe to the email newsletter. They give a lot of great info. In fact, I'm probably going to cover a piece that they've covered here at some point today. But any rate, LaterPress has their website. They also have this genre fiction contest as well that's looking up to 4 $10,000 prizes. Yeah, kind of like that. That is pretty frigging sweet. So I'm going to put a link to that inside the description, of course, as per usual. Let's go over to the next item up in the news. This is a little bit of a reminder more than anything, is that the Alliance of Independent Authors is celebrating their 10-year anniversary. And part of that, they're going to be doing a mini self-publishing conference. It's a short virtual conference that they're going to be bringing in some big names. I don't know yet what it's going to be, but it will be starting on April the 16th. You can take a look at that, dalelinks.com/SelfPubCon, and you can get yourself signed up. I don't know if they're accepting any signings just yet. Visit that link if you want to. All right, moving a little further forward here as well, we've got some news over from Vellum. If you are a Vellum user, Vellum 3.0 or 3.1 is now available. Here's everything in this new issue: multiple heading backgrounds, accessible styles, easier box set construction, control sizing of images on your Kindle. Nook now uses backwards compatible EPUB 3. There's so many things that has rolled out with Vellum. Now, I personally don't use Vellum, but that doesn't necessarily mean I think any less of it. In fact, I've seen some amazing ebooks put out by Vellum. Highly, highly, highly recommend. If you have a Mac, it's definitely going to be what's for you. If you have PC, it gets a little bit more difficult. You may want to look into some other options. I know that for me, since I primarily use PC, I prefer something like Atticus. But apples to oranges at this point, you know. If you enjoy one, go for it. Alrighty, moving further forward. Now, this one is an interesting one and one that I haven't been able to fully confirm yet. I've had a couple of people reach out to me recently about the minimum page count for print books being moved up to 72 pages on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. Even my assistant was able to go and confirm this, and she said, yeah, something's going on. But when she did some further digging, she didn't find anything change in their guidelines. It was still a minimum page count of 24 pages. Because at first I was thinking, oh, maybe it's 72 pages for something like a hardcover. But no, I guess that wasn't the case. So I am not saying this is official news right now because, again, I need to kind of clarify and figure out what's going on. It could probably be a glitch in their system because this really leaves a lot of authors out there hanging out in the wind, such as children's book authors who typically will have, let's say, 20 to 50 pages tops. Trying to get it up to 72 pages, it's going to be really, really stretching it. So I will let you guys and gals know something as soon as I know what's going on. We'll go ahead and drop it inside this weekly news segment as per usual. All right, next up comes from Authors Republic. I actually talked about them not too long ago. They are an audiobook publishing platform, and they distribute to a number of avenues by way of Findaway Voices, as well as some on their own and the ACX avenue as well. But they say, bring your book to life, create and distribute audiobooks the easy way. Now, these guys have been around for a while. They've got a good reputation. I will not speak poorly of them. I just preferably just don't use them. But they said, thank you for being part of the Authors Republic community. You've already experienced the power of our audiobook distribution portal, delivering your title to 50+ retail, library, and streaming sales channels worldwide. Now we've got a new look and a new service announcing the Authors Republic Studio. Today, we're launching the Authors Republic Studio, an all-new audiobook creation platform to bring your books to life. Now you can hire a narrator to produce your audiobook, and we'll distribute your title worldwide, all through one platform. No hidden fees, no exclusivity clauses, one-stop access to manage, get retail-ready audio files produced for you. This is actually pretty cool because they didn't have the ability to connect with narrators originally. Go figure. I was just covering Authors Republic not too long ago and compared them to Audiobooks Unleashed. And at that point, I felt like Authors Republic didn't have that edge. Now they do. So congrats over to Authors Republic. I am happy to see your growth. Please, if you can, consider the deselection of some avenues. That would be so much appreciated. I don't like the all or nothing type of mentality. I would love to use Findaway Voices directly and use Authors Republic. So let's make this happen, Authors Republic. We'd love to hear from you on that one. Alrighty, next up comes from the fine folks over at Reedsy. I was just talking about Reedsy just a moment ago. They're going to be having a webinar on how to outline a novel. This is going to be hosted by Carolyn Leavitt and Gina Sorrell. And that is going to be on Wednesday, March the 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern Daytime. Of course, if you're watching this news segment on the replay on Wednesday, you are going to probably want to get on over there as soon as humanly possible. And they got all the details here where you can register and whatnot. Highly recommend it. Reedsy always puts out some great content. Let's move a little further forward because there's another piece of news out here. If you are doing email marketing and you're using the platform of MailerLite, if you aren't, what are you doing with yourself? What are you doing? MailerLite's fantastic. Not to punch down on any other company. I've been with many email marketing platforms, and MailerLite is by far my most favorite. They're introducing a new layout. They went through just a major overhaul, and just to kind of we'll scan through what's new here. Super fast loading times, which is fantastic because I was having for a while there some issues of loading. I would go in, try to set up a newsletter, and I would sit for like half a minute before it opened it up. Flexible, more intuitive work environment. Insight-driven reporting dashboard. The dashboard also has a different look and feel to it as well. Features that go beyond email marketing, better iOS email manager and subscribe apps, so on and so forth. So this is kind of cool. If you are not using MailerLite, definitely give them a shot. They've got a free plan up to 1,000 subscribers. Go over to dalelinks.com/MailerLite. Get yourself set up with an account. Yes, that's an affiliate link. So for some reason you upgrade, there is a small percentage that comes back to me, but it will not adversely affect your cost. Hey, let's move forward over to Kobo Writing Life because they have a talk coming up here on March the 31st at 12 p.m. Eastern Daytime. That's live 2 days. They will be talking about romance with Shayla Black. So make sure that you go in and tune into that. And if you happen to be watching this early, just go ahead and hit that little notification reminder, just like what I just did there. Boom, boom. I just did that. You know it. Alrighty. Now, speaking of Reedsy, oh my gosh, they're coming in with so much great information. This one right here is, why did I not see this? This is such fantastic news. So if you happen to publish your books outside of the KDP platform, you can now use Amazon advertising. You no longer have to find a back door into it. Really, the way to get it is if you have Amazon Author Central. Get yourself set up at author.amazon.com. Get all your books attached to that specific account. I've been talking about Author Central so many times over the years. This is a fantastic marketing tool that you absolutely must be tapping into. And now that you can do this, let's say, for instance, you have a hardcover book that you had published by way of IngramSpark. You can now go into your ads console, find that specific ISBN attached to your hardcover through IngramSpark, and you can start driving traffic to that specific sales page on Amazon. I think that's freaking cool. I mean, call me crazy. It seemed like we had to have everything like Amazon Advantage or a seller's account. Not anymore. So big thank you over to Ricardo Fayette over at Reedsy. This was an excellent piece. I'm telling you, if you're not subscribed to Reedsy, you just need to do it. I'm awful demanding today, aren't I? Big reminder here. I've been saying this, I think maybe the last week or to 2 weeks. IngramSpark has the free title upload available right now, and it's extended to April the 30th. Free 522, and that's FREEFIVE 22, as in the numbers 22. So yes, free 522. That will get you something free. By the way, if you're in the US, you can get a free ISBN through IngramSpark, but you can't use the coupon. So if you do have your own ISBNs, then you can go ahead and use this code. Highly recommend you take advantage of it for sure. That's pretty much like them giving you $50 for free. And I kind of like that. It's not bad, right? Okay, and last item up in the news, I think it's bears worth in repeating, and it is very exciting news. This past week, Lulu announced Lulu Direct, which is the new platform that they have that integrates with WooCommerce that will integrate with your website. So if you've been wanting to fulfill print book runs on your website, but couldn't afford, say, Shopify, because before Lulu had Lulu Express and Shopify. And the problem is Shopify costs about $9 to $30 or even more per month. There's some authors out there that are like, I don't know about that. Well, now we've got Lulu Direct. WooCommerce is a free plugin that you can utilize. I'm sure it's got a premium model, but you don't have to do the upgrade in order to use Lulu Direct. This is pretty cool because if you are the starving artist right now and you're looking for some types of options that you can generate more revenue on your own, this could definitely be an option. Stay tuned to this channel. I do plan on putting all that on my own website, so this is definitely a feature I want to look into. However, please understand that if you don't see it done within the next couple of months, it's not because I've flaked out. I really genuinely am very interested in doing Lulu Direct and fulfilling it, because Lulu has fantastic print products, in my opinion. And the fact that you can get it fulfilled for only the price of materials and shipping, dude, sign me up. You pretty much get all the royalties when you're selling it through your website, and it goes right to you. What? Yeah, that's pretty cool. What did you think about the news here for this week? Was there any piece of news that you found most fascinating? I know I found a couple of these things super fascinating. Let me know inside the comments for sure.